Day 40 of the travel vlog, and we're still in Kuala Lumpur, talking about day trips today, I believe.
We are. As you know by now, we are staying in Kuala Lumpur for a month, coming up very shortly, so we're planning our trip, and we thought it might be nice to do some day trips from Kuala Lumpur city itself, and possibly with an overnight stay. So this is what the research has thrown back at us. So I'll don my glasses as usual because I do have our famous notes.
And I'm hearing it for the first time, the same as you.
So the first one that's been recommended is Cameron Highlands. 2 days and 1 night is recommended for this area.
Okay.
So it's best spent overnight to enjoy the cool air, viewpoint hikes.
Yeah.
And it's less rushed if you stay that longer period rather than just going for the day.
Makes sense because it's all about slow travel and freedom lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. So actually getting there, you could get a private day tour, possibly a minibus return, which would be £72 British for 2 people.
Okay.
So that's just for the transport.
Yeah.
Or you could get a bus. Now, a round trip on a bus would work out about £25 return.
Okay.
What the buses are going to be like in Kuala Lumpur, I have no idea. So, have you ever been on a bus in Kuala Lumpur? If so, pop a comment and let us know what it's like, what the experience was like for you.
Yeah, we'd like to hear from you, and any ideas or anything you could pass on would be great.
Yeah. Accommodation, it's saying that an 3-star hotel should cost approximately around £34 British.
Yeah, or $43.
Yeah. Or a 4-star would be £47 British or $60, which I don't think is bad.
That's not bad, is it, eh?
Yeah.
It's not bad for 4-star, £47 a night, when you consider that would be, what, 150, 200 here?
Yes. Yeah, it probably would. It'd be triple that in the UK, definitely. But then it does go on to say that you can get some budget deals if you are really on a tight budget.
Okay.
And they can range from £20 a night up to £35 a night.
Still good.
Yeah, so you can get even cheaper.
Yeah.
So depending on, your budget. So the total trip cost, it's saying, is if you do a day trip with no stay, it can be anything between £125 to £145 total.
That's not bad.
No, but if you wanted to stay overnight, that could cost you anything between £160 and £250. Now, that's obviously depending on what type of accommodation you choose.
Yeah, and what budget you've got.
Yes. And now the main tips for going to that area is start early because roads can get congested by late morning.
All right.
Leave Kuala Lumpur, and this is early.
It is for us anyway.
6 to 7 a.m.
Wow. I don't usually get up till 10.
That's if you're doing a day trip. Obviously, if you're going overnight stay, I think you wouldn't have to leave that early.
Yeah, being a night bird, I'm not an early bird, me. So maybe I'll have to change a bit. And I was thinking about that actually. It would make more sense to get up early and grasp the day, especially when you're travelling.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah. I think our lifestyle will change once we're away. I think we will be getting up early because there's going to be so many places to go and things to see.
Yeah, it'd be quite interesting if we become morning birds instead of night birds.
Yeah. So it does recommend bringing some warmer clothes because the temperatures can drop to 14 degrees at night.
That's still quite warm for me.
Well, that's normal, average UK weather, but I'd need a cardigan or something because I feel the cold. It does also say to avoid weekends and public holidays because it can get quite crowded.
And where was this again?
This was Cameron Highlands. Highlands. So yeah, it's up in, I would imagine, up into the hills.
Yeah, so you're going to get the cooler evenings.
Yes. Pre-book accommodation because lodges and boutique hotels fill up quickly, especially in peak season.
Cool.
And it is recommended to go with a guided tour because navigating the narrow, winding roads can be tiring. So there is roads there, so it's not all obviously just highlands. Tours also arrange permits
Yeah, but
for the mossy.
those roads might not be like the roads you're expecting them. They might be a bit like the ones we came across in Costa Rica at times.
Oh, I see. So they're saying like to drive around the winding roads, you would
you've
need
really
a
got
guide.
to focus and
Yeah. Yes, but tours also arrange permits for the mossy forest, which requires a 4-wheel drive.
excellent.
That way.
Get the 4-wheel drive out. Happy
See,
days.
Things like that make me nervous. I'm a bit of a wimp really when it comes to on the road, and I.
Yes.
Cash is handy, as we've already discussed multiple times.
It seems to be if you step outside any city in the Southeast Asia, it seems to be so far we're hearing you need some cash in your back pocket.
Yes, all cash.
Yeah.
Don't pick strawberries in heavy rain.
Okay.
If you're planning on picking some
why
strawberries.
Is that?
Well, I don't know.
It's because they strawberries actually hold. Someone came across my desk the other day, and they hold quite a few pesticides and maggots and things like that. So you've got to be careful when you eat strawberries or anything like that because.
Maybe the extra water will attract things like that. Who knows? Yeah, so that's it for the tips for Cameron Highlands.
At Cameron Highlands.
Yeah, we have 4 places to go through. So that's number 1 done. The second one is Malacca. And I think we've mentioned this as a place before, but very briefly. We've touched on it very briefly.
Rings a bell.
And it's perfect for a single-day cultural jaunt. Overnighting adds charm and comfort at a low cost. So a return bus to get there is only £9 per couple.
Oh, that's pushing it, isn't it? £9.
Again, if the buses are good, I'm happy to get on one. But if they are really crowded, non-air conditioned, and of a poor quality, I probably wouldn't want to get on.
To be honest with you, I've seen a few YouTube videos because I do look at YouTube as well myself, a bit like you, and what I'm seeing is quite amazing. The comfort and the air-conned public transport.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, so we might be okay then.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, trains and coaches and buses, they seem really good. From what I've seen.
Okay.
We shall find out.
Yeah, we will. And we'll film it for you.
Yeah, so come along on the journey.
Yes.
Do subscribe if you want to come along. And we shall show you firsthand.
Yes. Can't wait. Accommodation, if you wanted to stay overnight there, I mean, we've got to do this. A budget is £6.60. Mid-range is £25. Or a romantic 4-star, which I think is more up my street.
Exactly, that's where we're probably going.
It's £56 though. Yeah. Come on, you can stretch to that. So the total trip cost would be for 1 day with a bus and walking tour between £36 to £55. And there's a cruise available, and that's only £5.
Okay.
So budget between £50 to £70. If you're staying overnight, budget between 110 and 130, which I think is a bargain really for a really nice experience and a stay in another hotel.
Oh yeah, it is mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Again, it's saying to visit on weekdays. Jonker Street and attractions get very busy on weekends. Jonker Night Market is...
You do like a night market.
Yeah, but that's only there at the weekends, look. Friday to Sunday. It says is a must, but it's telling you to avoid the weekend, so a bit of contradiction there. But you have to be ready for crowds. Wear comfy walking shoes, which I am going to be doing that throughout the whole of the 12-month trip.
Makes sense.
Much of the city is best explored on foot, and it has lots of narrow streets as well, which would probably be full of character. I like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I do.
Obviously bring sunblock and a hat. It's hot and humid there with limited shade on walking tours. Now it does recommend to try the Peranakan cuisine in Malacca.
So Peranakan, is that the area? That must be
It must
type
be.
of
And
area.
it's a type of cuisine as well. Yeah. So it's recommending go for chicken rice balls,
Okay.
sendol, which is a dessert made with shaved ice, green rice flour, coconut milk, and sugar syrup.
That sounds weird.
It sounds quite refreshing though if it's really hot because it's made with shaved ice.
Yeah.
And Niona laksa, which is rich noodle soup with a creamy, spicy coconut milk and extra spices. And the toppings typically are prawns, shredded chicken, tofu, or fish balls.
Now that sounds lovely.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes.
I like the
I could
sound
definitely
of that.
have some of that.
Yeah, noodle soup. And then it mentions the river cruise at sunset is very beautiful. Entry to many museums is low cost or free, just as in Kuala Lumpur, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's saying don't skip the Baba and Niona Heritage Museum for cultural depth.
Oh.
And it says to stay in a boutique hotel in a heritage shop house, it adds to the charm of the city. Now, I had to look up what a shop house was. I had an idea. What do you think a shop house is?
I would have thought it's an apartment above a shop.
Yes, it's a mixture of retail and hospitality. It's exactly what you said. And I thought it was that, but I just thought I'd better double check.
Yeah.
So there must be quite a lot of those there.
It makes sense. We're getting more and more of them in the UK now with, you know, with the Airbnb and all the rest of it. Where people are, because of the planning rules, where you can put accommodation above retail.
So that's it for destination number 2. So stick with us, 2 more to go.
Hang on in there.
Genting Highlands. This is ideal for a fun-filled escape. It's got a casino and outdoor entertainment.
Oh, wow.
Overnight stays make sense if you'd like to experience the nightlife or theme park. I doubt we'll be going to the theme park.
Now, that's the place to go if you like a flutter.
Yeah.
And as you know...
Well, we may not know.
Oh, you may not know, yeah. We'll leave a link below where we do run a few flutters ourselves. At the moment, there's a chance to win £1,000 for a ticket of 50p.
Yeah. Worth a gamble, that, I think, isn't it?
I think it's a massive...
50p for the chance of winning £1,000.
Yeah.
That's over on our second channel, Freedom Lifestyle Raffles.
Yep.
And like Patrick said, we'll pop a link below. So just have a look in the description if you fancy a little flutter there. You never know, you might win. So back to Genting Highlands. So the express bus or private transfer per couple is between £14 and £22 for the round trip.
Yeah.
Which sounds quite
reasonable.
Sounds
reasonable.
There's a cable car. I love a cable car. And the standard round trip for the cable car is £5.75.
Again, seems reasonable.
Very reasonable. And there's a glass floor gondola.
Wow.
And that's £8.60.
Wonder what that is.
I definitely would like to go and explore this Genting Highlands. I like the idea of the casino as well. I've never been to a casino. Isn't that mad? I'm in my 50s and I've never been to a casino. Maybe this one would be my first.
As long as you don't get addicted.
No. So the accommodation, budget hostels, is roughly about £12. A 3-star average is about £65.
Which is 82 US dollars.
I'm thinking this must be wrong because it's moved on to the 4-star and it's 54, so it's less. So I think it's probably the other way around.
Yeah.
I think 3-star is around £54 and 4-star will be around £65.
Yeah.
So there's a premium integrated resort. So this is Highlands Hotel, Genting Grand or First World Hotel. So there's 3 hotels in the one complex by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
And that's often between £63 and £95. And that features the casino, a spa, and has a variety of restaurants, and it's near to all of the local attractions.
Yeah, so that sounds like a good place to stop off.
Yeah.
And then go off to the attractions during the day or whatever.
Yes.
That sounds cool.
I agree. Yes.
And that's not crazy money, is it?
No. Again, it's really reasonable. So again, total trip cost is a day trip, £20 for travel, £6 to £9 for the cable car, optional theme park is £20 per person, which isn't bad really.
Yeah.
Plus your food
pay
and
that on some rides in the UK for just one ride.
Exactly. Plus your food and shopping. It's saying budget between £50 and £80 for 2 people. That is to have all of those experiences. And if you're going to stay overnight, it will be between 60 and 175, depending on your accommodation.
Isn't that mad? Isn't that mad that you can go away for a day or two and you're talking that kind of money? I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing how the budget stretches.
Yes. And in the UK, if you've never been before, just to go to a theme park for the day is over £100.
Oh, well,
just to go to a theme park.
That's just get in half the time.
Yeah. Well, that's before you have anything to eat or drink or anything. Yes. So the top tips for this area, I'm really liking the sound of this. I think we should definitely go to Malacca.
Okay.
The top tips is buy a cable car ticket online, which I wouldn't have expected that. To skip the queues, and you can also get some good discounts.
I do like to skip a queue if I can.
And I like a discount. Bring a light jacket. It can get cool there, especially at night. Or inside indoor attractions. There must be aircon then.
Yeah.
Avoid weekends again because the locals flock there. So it's somewhere that the locals love to go, especially for the casinos and shopping. So it's obviously a place for the locals to go to shop.
Yeah.
Leave early in the morning again, around 7 to 8 a.m. to avoid the traffic going up the mountain. And plan around foggy conditions. I never expected to see that. Mornings usually have better visibility.
Yep.
If you are going to go to the theme parks, or if you're not going to go to the theme parks and you're not into rides, you can skip the day pass and explore the Chin Sui Temple or take in the views instead.
So the views must be magnificent on the road, mustn't they?
Yes. And I quite like the idea of going to a temple as well, so we'd probably do that. Casinos have a dress code. So no shorts, no sandals. You have to have proper footwear.
Yeah, makes sense. But the thing is, you could get caught out with that, couldn't you? If you didn't consider that, because you're going away just to
you just
relax,
pack your flip-flops.
A lot of people wear shorts 24/7 now, when they're away especially. So, so it's a good tip to make sure if you do want to go to the casino that there is a dress code. So trousers for men and no sandals.
Yeah, but so what would I wear on my feet then? Because all I was planning on taking was sandals.
Yeah.
Like lady sandals and a pair of trainers.
Maybe we'll have to look a little bit deeper and see if the sandals means just for the men.
Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking maybe it means flip-flops. Beach type shoes rather than a summer shoe, which that's what to me a sandal is.
Yeah.
A summer shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So watch this space then and see how it pans out. It does say that dining can be pricey at the top. Eating at Genting premium outlets for better variety and value. So it's recommending to eat there.
Yeah.
So the last place, we're on to trip number 4. That is Putrajaya. Apologies for my
please,
pronunciation.
If it's totally wrong, the pronunciations, please pop it into the comments below.
Yeah.
Because we'd love to learn and we'd love to. If you've got any tips on language or anything whilst we're there, please put it in the comments.
Yes, and forgive me for my poor pronunciation. This is a great half-day trip. It's peaceful and photo-worthy. An overnight stay is optional unless that's if you want a calm retreat.
Yeah.
So the travel.
So again, I think what it's across the board so far. To make it nice and slow and calm and relaxing is an overnight stay.
Yes, to take it all in.
Yeah, obviously, if you want to, because it's an early start, we're talking 6, 7 o'clock in the morning starts. So you could probably do it all in a day, but it'd be a long day and you'd probably be very tired and hence not relaxed.
Yes, yeah, I think
we
will prefer the overnight
So I
stay.
think it's going to be an overnight for us on each one.
Yes, I think so. Just so that we can, and you're not rushed.
Yeah.
You know, you can plan it properly.
Yeah.
Traveling there, you could do a shared shuttle or a minivan per couple, and that's between 11 and 18 British pounds. Or you could get a train, but then it says you've got a train and a bus.
Yeah.
So that, to me, that sounds hard work, getting on two forms of public transport
Yeah,
early in the morning.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to do that, it would be £11 in total for both of you.
And to be fair, when you think about it, a train and a bus for 11, or you could get a shuttle for 11 to 18.
Yeah, I'd rather pay the couple of pounds extra,
Yeah.
to be honest. The activities that are there, you could do a lake cruise for two. That's £11. A paddle boat.
£11. That's mad.
I know, to go on a lovely lake boat. We love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
A paddle boat rental. Oh, it's between £1.80 and £3.50 each.
Yeah.
That's incredible, isn't it? Again, in the UK, you'd be charged £35 each, probably, to rent something. And there's a botanical garden there, and that's got free access. Cool. So that's nice. Accommodation, budget rooms will be between £13 and £16.
Yeah.
Mid-range, which is 3-star, will be between 43 and 59. And 4 and 5 star, I like when I see 5-star, I like that. Oh. It's the first time we've seen a 5-star documented. And that is between £51 and £58.
That's incredible.
A night.
I don't think you can get a Premier Inn in the UK for that money now. I think the cheapest is about £80, £90 a night, isn't it, for the Premier Inn now?
Oh, it's... Yeah.
I mean...
I can't wait.
Or the equivalent.
Yes.
I don't mean the company itself.
I mean, I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to this. We're going to have such an amazing time. So the total trip cost for this area is, if you did a half a day, say 11 for your transport, 11 for the cruise, plus a paddle rental, it's about £25. If you're doing overnight, it would be between 38 and 83, which is bargain basement, isn't it?
So when it says half a day, that's probably because of all the travelling.
Maybe. Yeah. So the top tips for there, go in late afternoon, it's cooler, and you'll get a great golden hour photo of mosques and bridges.
Nice.
Dress respectfully, especially if visiting mosques.
Yeah.
Women must cover their arms, legs and hair there, but robes are usually provided. There's the lake cruise. Book a sunset slot for lovely lighting over the mosque domes. I bet that'll look lovely.
Yeah, stunning.
Or take a tuk-tuk ride or an e-scooter. The city is spread out, fun and convenient.
Mm.
So we'd have to do a tuk-tuk.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Have to do a tuk-tuk.
Just hope we don't get a crazy one.
Well, they're all crazy, aren't they? That's the fun of it. Pack water and a hat. Wide open spaces means lots of sun exposure. The Botanical Garden and Morocco Pavilion are underrated gems. Peaceful and very photogenic.
Closed on Fridays.
Some attractions, like the mosques particularly, close on a Friday for prayers.
Yeah.
And then we just go on to general tips for any day trips going from Kuala Lumpur. It's saying use Grab, which is a ride-hailing app. Yeah, so that'll be good to download.
I think that's a bit like it's
Aruba,
taxis.
is it?
Aruba in the UK. I've heard quite a few people again speak about Grab.
Oh, have you? It's the first time I've heard of it. So I think we'll probably have to download that onto our phones. Yeah. It's cheap, safe and reliable for local transport. Pack power banks. You'll be taking lots of photos. We'll be videoing as well. Yeah,
so obviously the power banks, depending on what you're doing, is basically chargeable units, isn't it?
Yes. To make sure that you've always got
you don't have to plug in.
Yeah, your gadgets charged. Stay hydrated. Malaysia's heat is no joke.
No joke.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that no joke.
Travel insurance is, as always, recommended. And also it says about offline maps. In the example, maps.me, great for navigating areas with limited signal.
Yeah, because we use Google Maps and things like that, don't we? And if the signal crashes out, you've still got your map.
And that's not something I would have actually thought about. Yeah. So that's quite good. And then again, consider a local SIM.
Yeah, again, I'm going to be looking into Elon's new iPad, which has got Skylink already in.
We better get onto that soon.
Yeah, so that's something, and we've already got an eSIM rather than local SIMs.
Yes. So that's it, I think, for our day trips from Kuala Lumpur, or obviously with overnight stays in our case. They were the 4 highest recommended. If you've got any more, if you've been on lovely day trips or overnight stays from Kuala Lumpur that maybe are not so well known to the masses,
because we
please
quite like
let
that.
us know, because we love, getting into the true culture of the areas that we're visiting. So please do drop a comment, because we'd be very grateful.
And if you'd like to come along on the journey with us and see what we find out and see what we see, we would love you to come along. So do subscribe, and we'd love to have you on the journey. Don't forget about the little raffle, the flutters, which is £1,000. So what would you do with £1,000 in your back pocket right now? Would it come in handy? Would you go away for the weekend, or would you just spoil yourself rotten in your local town or village? That's it for today, I think, isn't it?
It is. So for now, take care, and we will see you again tomorrow, where we will be doing our final video on Kuala Lumpur.
It's the final one, is it?
It's the final one tomorrow.
Excellent.
So tune in tomorrow.
So after tomorrow, we'll be moving on to the next
the next destination.
Okay.
We will. So stay with us so you don't miss anything, and take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.